Greetings everyone, this is Danny from harrtravel.com, your Norwegian cruise experts, and today I'm on board the beautifully revitalized Norwegian Spirit. This ship has had one of the most incredible renovations I have ever seen. Spending more than $100 million, they went from bow to stern and not any single space or room was left untouched. The rooms and suites look incredible. You can see those on our channel. And of course, the full ship is in amazing shape as well. I can't wait to share that with you, all of the public spaces. But keep in mind, when you're ready to book your next Norwegian, Oceania, or Regent cruise, make sure you do it right on harrtravel.com or reach out to your Harr Travel advisor. We are your Norwegian experts. We know the spaces inside and out. We have an amazing relationship with the cruise line, and we know that we can help catch the cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. Now, we've started up here on the very top of the ship. We're on deck 13, overlooking the pool deck. Now, there's some great unique features of this specific ship. I can't wait to share them with you. This ship has been around for over 20 years, but with the renovation, you're gonna be blown away because it has all of your favorites from Norwegian. They're brand new ships. They've brought them here on board to really take the entire experience to another level. Now, just behind me, you're gonna see the main pool area. It's a nice, large pool. It's perfect for doing laps, especially in the morning or later in the evening. And then you're gonna have 4 hot tubs, one on each corner of the pool. You're gonna have lounge style seating all the way around. So you have the nice large loungers. Some of them are facing out to the ocean. Of course, right below me, you have the ones that are in the shade looking out at the ocean. And then you also have some up a level looking at the pool area. You've got the stage on one side. So this is where they're gonna have a live band. Have one up there in just a little bit for sail away here from Seattle in just a few minutes. For me personally, when I hear that music, that tropical music start, I know that I'm on vacation. You also have a brand new extra large LED screen just behind the bandstand there. So they'll put on first run movies, sports games. You can imagine watching the big football game here on the deck is a huge hit. Now, as we continue along the space, you can see the Waves pool bar on the far side. You can sit right at the pool and enjoy a drink. And of course, they're gonna provide service all throughout as well. You also have seating on the far side there. It's kind of an overflow of the Garden Cafe. So if you want to grab your buffet style food, you can grab it and head right on out, enjoy it on the pool deck. So there's seating behind it and in front for you to take advantage of. Now, continuing along, you're also going to see that they have a buffet set up on the far side of the pool. This is going to be when they do those barbecues. So they'll usually do them several times throughout the cruise. It's really fantastic, of course, all the incredible smells and the delicious food. Now, this ship has a unique setup for the walking and running track. So what you've seen here is I've got all the loungers on the sides there, but it doesn't interact with the walking track. So there's a little pop out here where it actually juts out, and you can see you've got the walking track continuing all the way around. So I personally love to get up earlier in the morning, have a nice walk around. This is a fantastic and really large track for that. Now, as we head further back, you're gonna find the beer garden. So at the very front, you're gonna have quite a bit of lounge style seating. You got these large love seats and sofas. You can join some friends. And of course, just behind it, you're gonna have the full bar and the beer garden. You can see the tent set up here, very similar to Oktoberfest. That's kind of where it gets its name. You're gonna have a small dining area where they've got some light bites. Of course, as I mentioned, you've got the full bar, and you have several unique styles of seating. So you've got tables for 2 or 4. You've got tables on the side like this as well, more lounge style seating. And then right in the middle, you have 2 nice large bar style seating areas where you can sit with a friend, enjoy a drink, or step right on out in the sun on a beautiful day like this. Now, as we continue to head forward from the beer garden, you're gonna find another large sun deck area. So when they're cruising, they'll set this up. You see all the loungers in the distance. There's a ton of space up here to spread out. This goes all the way around the front and continues on the other side as well. Now, as we head aft on deck 13, you're gonna find more of these large sun deck areas. So of course, they've got the loungers stacked now. They'll put them out here in a bit when we sail away. And you can also see the continuation of the walking and jogging track. That's gonna go all the way to the back and around the sports courts. Now, since we're there already, let's head on in and check out the sport court first. So now we're on the sport court. One of the great features, it's completely covered. So of course you're gonna have free play. They'll also have some organized games, and oftentimes you'll see the crew up here playing in the evening as well. I love that because they've got the soccer nets. You can play a little soccer, and because it's covered, well, there you go. You're covered as well. Nothing's gonna go overboard. Now, growing up, I played basketball. My dad was a high school basketball coach for over 40 years, one of the winningest in California state history. And so we always had to go and practice our free throws. We also had a lot of fun playing 3-on-3 games. So my family has a ton of memories with the sports course. In fact, let's see if I've still got it here. Hey, not too bad. You know, of course, got one more thing we got to check and see if that bank's open. Not too bad today. Let's see if I can channel my inner Steph Curry. Or my inner Rick Barry. Yep, Rick wins today. Now, the Norwegian Spirit visits some incredible destinations that have some of the most amazing golf courses in the world. Now, if you want to keep up practicing at home or maybe get ready to head out on the links, they've got a spot for that as well. Let's see here. Yep, a little bit of a slice like normal. Ooh, came right back to me. That's a boomerang ball. I like it. All right, let's see what we got. Yep, just a bit outside. Now, at the very aft of deck 13, you're going to find another large sun deck area. So you've got the golf on one side, you've got the sport court on the other. They'll set all of this up with the loungers here when they head out to sea in just a few minutes. Now, this is also a helicopter landing pad. You can see the lights on the ground here and all the different cleats to tie down. Now, as we head further back, I just wanted to point out how much I love the aft of the ship. I love the aft suites on this ship. I love being in the aft because there's something just wonderful about sailing away from an incredible port. You've got the wake in the distance. It really just calms me down and makes me happy. And what I love about this particular ship is there is a ton of aft space that's open to all guests. So right below me is the aft of the Garden Cafe. So you have the spillover where you can dine at the different decks as you step down here. You can see 12 and then 11 right down below it. And what you kind of have is a large stadium style seating looking down at Spice H2O. Now, this is an adults only area. I'm going to take you down there in just a minute. But what I want to point out is with this ship, when they did the renovation, they actually removed the Splash Academy Kids Zone. So this is really meant to be more of an adult style experience. They don't have any specific activities or spaces that are dedicated to the smaller kiddos. And this ship also does a lot of the longer, more exotic itineraries. Now, you can bring kids here on board, but most of the activities are going to be aimed directly at the adult population. Once again, one of those is having Spice H2O. Let me take you down there in just a second. Just behind me, you'll find Spice H2O. This is an adults-only outdoor lounge area. You see right at the middle, you've got a nice large pool there. And then all around it, you're gonna have those extra comfy loungers. These are those ones with the big, thick pads. It's a great place to get away. You're gonna have 2 hot tubs, one on either side, and some incredible aft-facing views. I love those loungers that looking directly out the back of the ship. That's always my favorite view. Now from here, you can kind of see the makeup of it as well. There's several tiers up, so you're gonna have loungers on each level, and then a little higher up, you're gonna have tables and chairs as the extension for the Garden View Cafe. Now the Garden View Cafe is just up above us one deck, but you can see behind me as well, you're gonna have some overflow lounge seating area here. You're also gonna have more dining space as well. So this is that spot where you can get away, be an adult. Of course, they do have the full bar service down here. They'll provide that throughout your time here on board. But if you're looking to relax out and get a little sun, this is that spot. So now we're headed into the Garden Cafe, which is the complimentary buffet style option here on board. As we do, I just wanted to point out the drink stations. They always have water and ice here. They'll have juices, so for breakfast, they'll put orange juice, apple juice, things like that. And now for lunch, they'll have iced tea, strawberry, kiwi, and lemonade. You're gonna have milk, and of course, a very, very important option is the chocolate milk. You can stop by and get that, and of course, teas whenever you'd like. You're gonna have complimentary drip coffee. But the most important part of the buffet is also the most important part of the cruise ship. It's not the engine, it's not the rudder, it's of course the soft serve ice cream. Let's do this thing. All right, well, not my best work, but you know, amateurs do a swirl. Professionals, you put it together and make your own. I'm gonna need a minute. I'll see you guys in a few. Now the next most important spot is of course the dessert station. You've got quite a few options here, and there's a lot of redundancy on the other side as well. You've got the ice cream station. They've got some delicious ice cream options, and then we're gonna continue to head back. Now right across, you're gonna have the carving station. They've got that incredible steamship of beef right there. Had some a few minutes ago, it was delicious. And then you're gonna have a variety of entrees and appetizers. So right here, you've got the hot entrees. Looks like you've got some pot roast over there, some meatloaf, turkey piccata, lots of different veggies, salmon. Of course, we're heading up to Alaska in a few. And I love that they also have a sandwich station. So they've got the panini maker they'll grill for you there. And then one of the things that I really appreciate about Norwegian is their amazing Indian food. Of course, they have some incredible Indian chefs on board. They always have an Indian food option. So you've got some veggie options here. You also have chicken curry. And then of course, you can't not have pizza. Now, Taylor's favorite is the made-to-order pasta station. So right here, you've got all the different toppings. You let them know what you want, and they'll make it for you. Continuing along, you're gonna have the salad bar. And then on the other side, they have Americana with all your favorites, French fries, hot dogs, hamburgers, and chicken grilled on the grill. So lots and lots of options here. Keep in mind, it's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner each and every single day. It's that casual option if you wanna just come up, grab and go, sit outside at the incredible outdoor seating there, or sit inside, you can choose. Now, a brand new space for this ship, and it's only the second in the fleet, is the beautiful Onda by Scarpetta. Of course, that takes advantage of the partnership with an incredible land-based restaurant, and this is where you're gonna find some amazing Italian fine dining. Everyone loves Italian food, and this is incredibly well done Italian food. I love that burrata and tomatoes, my favorite way to start. And then of course the handmade pastas and working all the way through the incredible entrees. Now as you walk in, you're gonna have a full bar just behind. And then when you get into the space, you can see it's beautiful and ultra modern. Very similar to the one that's on the Encore. And it's set up here in the top back of the ship to take advantage of the incredible views. You've got tables for 2, 4, and larger tables here as well. It's not a huge restaurant, but it's incredibly popular. So my high recommendation is that you make sure and reserve this ahead of time. Now you have more booth style seating along the far side there, and then it goes all the way back. There is an exit that can head out to the aft of the ship as well. One of the fantastic specialty restaurant here is on board. Now, one of the most beautiful spots here on board, and my personal favorite, is the Spinnaker Observation Lounge. We're at the very top front of the ship. This got a complete makeover here during the renovation. What you'll see is right in the middle, you're gonna have a large bandstand where they'll have live music. It's that perfect place to go before dinner, maybe after dinner, but they also utilize this space throughout the entire day. They'll do trivias in here, lectures in here, and of course, you've got the full bar behind me, so it's a perfect place to come, have a cocktail, sit, relax, and take advantage of the 270-degree views that wrap all the way around. Now this is the observation lounge. It's segmented up a little bit. I love that they have these wing seating areas, so they're kind of raised up, looking out the sides. Of course, when you're going through glaciers or one of those scenic parts of the world, those are gonna be the first spots to fill up. But what's great about this space is it is absolutely enormous. So you have seating all around the front here. There's bench seating looking out the front. And then you have these nice little seating areas where you can gather together with friends or family, where you can sit, relax, and enjoy. Now, as I head further around, you can see a bit more of what it's all about here. You've got more of that furniture around the front, little tables for 2, 4, 6, or larger social groups. Now, as we continue to wrap around, you can get a better view of how big this space is. Now, something I wanted to point out is the beautiful decor. As I'm walking through this space, I can really feel those vibes of the symbiosis between Norwegian and its sister brand, Oceana. Now, of course, Oceana is a full star ahead of Norwegian. It's a totally different concept, but what you'll see here is that crossover with that absolutely gorgeous decor and, of course, the incredible service. Now, on the starboard side of the Spinnaker Observation Lounge, you're gonna find the Humidor Cigar Lounge. Those of you who are Norwegian fans, this is a very familiar space. They've got a full humidor in here where you can purchase cigars and you can sit, relax, and have a smoke. Now, of course, being attached to the lounge, you can get your favorite cognacs, whiskeys. They will provide service in here. Now, something that is unique about this space is it's another spot where you can take advantage of the incredible ocean views. You've got floor-to-ceiling windows on the side, and so you have a really nice ambiance in here. You can sit and relax. Now at deck 13 all the way forward, you're gonna find the multi-function room. Now this is a library and game room. It's also a conference center. Now they're gonna have daily Sudoku, crossword puzzles, and trivia that you can pick up. You can compete with your fellow cruisers there. And then as we head further into the space, you're gonna have seating wrapping around the front. And then you also have these game tables right here in the middle. Right in the front there is a massive, large flat panel TV. This is that perfect spot if you're hosting a conference or a group on board. Of course, we'd be happy to assist you with that. But you can see they can also use this for lectures and small group meetings. You've got a library on either side here. There's some more books on the far side as well. So you can pick up a book, a game, or play some trivia. So now we're inside the Mandara Spa. We're here in the reception. Now you're definitely going to want to stop by the very first day. Here you can check in. They're going to give you all the information on the different treatments, whether you're looking for salon, a massage, or taking advantage of the incredible thermal suite. Now those thermal suite passes will sell out and the treatments fill up pretty quick for sea days, so we always recommend that you stop by the first day. Now they did an extensive renovation of this space. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to show it to you. I did want to point out that in here you're going to find a lot of retail options. Because it's duty-free, we have a lot of our guests that will come on board and stock up on their favorite items. But make sure you stop by the reception. The ladies here can answer all of your questions. They're going to take care of all the details for you and make sure that you schedule the perfect spa treatment for you. Maybe it's a couples treatment, a solo treatment, whatever it is to make your vacation extra special. So now we're just inside the salon here. You see they have a little waiting area over to the side, a nice comfy couch. And then as soon as you head in, you're going to find the hair stations. Now they have a partnership with Caracis from Paris, so they have the top quality ingredients here. Whether you're looking for a revolutionary new hairstyle or you just want to get done up to head on out, this is that perfect spot for you. Now keep in mind that it does fill up quick, especially on those sea days, so you're going to want to book as soon as you get on board. Now tucked over here in the corner, you're going to find a men's barber shop. So they have a little TV right here in the mirror. Of course, you got those incredible views out to the front, but you can get a nice shave. It's something that I always really enjoy, or a facial here on board. Now, as we continue through the space, what you're going to find is you have a full manicure station. I love the way that they have this set up. It's looking directly out at those incredible ocean views. And then continuing along on the far side here, you're going to find the pedicure station. You can take advantage of one of those signatures, fire and ice pedicures or manicures. It's a really nice combination of those, plus a bit of a massage. But you see here, they have the brand new extra large chairs. They can even fit me, large basins that can fit my size 15 shoes. And you even have all the different massage features here, so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy. So now we're just inside the thermal suite, and this space looks incredible. They have a dozen of the hot stone loungers. These are one of my all-time favorites. You can sit, relax, read a book, and check out the incredible ocean views. And you can also take advantage of the full thermal suite area. What the concept behind this is it's a place where you can go either for a day during the cruise or throughout the entire cruise. You can purchase a pass and you can come here to sit back and relax. Now I mentioned you have the stone loungers here. As we continue further in, you're also going to have these nice seating areas. Of course, they'll set this up here in just a bit with some infused waters, teas, things along those lines as well. Once again, it's that comprehensive concept of mind, body, and soul. So as we head further in, you're going to find more of those thermal suite amenities. One of my favorites is right here in the middle. You've got an extra large Swiss shower. So there's massive rainforest shower heads all along the top there. You're going to have the Swiss shower components on either side as well. So you can kind of do that walk through and relax. Now continue along, you're going to have the tropical rain shower heads in here as well. Once again, a large rainforest shower head. And then you've got all those jets shooting from either side. An incredible way to relax. Now, one of my favorite features is actually right around the corner here. You're going to have a full sauna and a steam room. So you can utilize the space as you'd like. You've got the sauna over here to the side. It's a nice large space. And then you have the full steam room as well. Once again, beautifully updated. So now we're inside one of the treatment rooms. This happens to be a couples treatment room. It's a fantastic way to relax with your partner. You can take advantage of any of the different treatments. My personal favorite is the hot stone massage. They've got the bamboo, deep tissue, all the different seaweed treatments as well, including the wraps. But what's great about this is you have a nice large space here. You see you've got the showers over in the corner, and then when you head on in, you're gonna have those beautiful ocean views. So whatever you prefer, whether it's super relaxing or more therapeutic, they've got a perfect option for you. Now, just across from the Mandara Spa, you're gonna find the Pulse Fitness Center. This is a continuation of that concept of health and wellness, and this really is a tremendous amount of space with all brand new equipment. Now, as you walk in, you've got a rowing machine to the side here. You have a ton of aerobic equipment here also that looks out to take advantage of the incredible ocean views. You've got several different styles of bikes. You're gonna have treadmills as we continue further along. And there is a massive amount. Once again, I love the amount of equipment that they have here compared to the amount of passengers that they have on board. It's quite a bit more than you're gonna find on most ships. Now, as we continue further into the space, you're gonna find the circuit area. So you've got a few more aerobics here with the ellipticals. You're gonna have all the different circuit machines here where you can work every part of your body. Now, I specialize in those 12-ounce curls myself, but if you love to exercise, this is an incredible space. You've got more of the circuit equipment here, the free weights over on the side with all the dumbbells. You've got a Smith machine, and then you also have a few more areas for circuit workouts. You can work out every part of your body, and then they also have some great aerobics classes. Let me take you over there. So now we're inside the first of the aerobic studios here. You can see up on the roof, they've got all of these attachments so they can do full TRX workouts. They also have the boxing bags. They do several different types of workouts with that as well. Now, keep in mind that the group workouts do have an additional cost. They also have personal training if you want to take advantage of that as well. Now, just behind me here, you see that they have a screen that's part of that interactive workout process. But something that I really appreciate is you can utilize this space whenever you'd like. They've got yoga mats here, different medicine balls. They also have these bad boys, so I can come in and stretch out my back and hamstrings and everything else, the kettlebells, and all the different workout balls. Now, as we head further in, the last place I wanted to show you is the spinning studio. So they have a full spinning studio here on board. Of course, having a little bit of competition with the screens, all of these linked together, it's a fun way to exercise as well. Now, with this ship being designed for some slightly larger itineraries, much longer in some cases as well, this is a fantastic option where you can keep up with your fitness regime at home right here on board. At the aft of decks 7 and 8, you'll find the Stardust Theater. Now, this is a different location than you're going to find on most cruise ships, and I think the layout here actually works really, really well. So up on deck 8, you're going to have the higher level seating, so you do have some box style seating up here, first come, first serve, and that wraps all the way around this side and the other side as well. In fact, there's 3 different levels, so you can see the show from just about anywhere. Now, right up the middle, you're going to see the classic stadium style seating here. This is where you're going to find the full Broadway style shows. One of the most popular is Blazing Boots. It's a country tribute, but they do the full Broadway style shows. They're going to bring on lecturers, comedians, jugglers, all manners of entertainment. And of course, if you're on one of the longer cruises, they're going to bring on even more different acts. This is that versatile space, whether you're learning about a destination from a lecturer before you arrive, or you're just here to have that wonderful evening entertainment. It's a perfect spot for you. Now, if you love Asian food, I have a treat for you. Right behind me is Silk. So it's a 3-in-1 restaurant. Let me take you inside and show you what that's all about. Now, as you first walk in here, you're gonna find the main part of the Silk restaurant. You've got the hostess table right here, and then they're gonna seat you, and you're gonna order off of a menu that's a bit of Chinese, Japanese, a little bit of Asian fusion, if you will. So that's the largest part of the restaurant here. You can see it spreads out on this side and then right around the corner as well. But I'm gonna take you to my happy place. This is the sushi bar and restaurant. So it's an extension of Silk. You can dine in here as well. You see that they got tables set all the way around the side for 2, 4, even a large family table for 8 tucked in the corner. But right here is where I love to sit. I personally like to have pre-dinner sushi, sometimes post-dinner sushi, and sometimes just sushi for the sake of sushi. They have fantastic sushi chefs here. They're gonna interact with you. In fact, you see the big boats right there, but they have a wide variety that you can choose from, your favorite sushi and sashimi. Now, this is the far side of Silk, so you can see how it extends on both sides and the sushi bar over in the corner. But now I want to take you into something that Norwegian is famous for. It's something that they've had on their ships for a really long time, and it is an all-time favorite, and that is the teppanyaki part of the restaurant. Now, what you'll see here is you have really large teppanyaki tables, so you can fit a whole group traveling together, or of course, you can meet some new friends. Now you'll see over here they have 2 more, so there's 3 teppanyaki tables, but they're actually really nice large amount of space. Now this is one of the most popular options here on board, so it's one that you're definitely going to want to pre-book. Now, one of the advantages to having a suite here on board, and of course we have the suites on our channel, is that you can pre-book the restaurants a little bit earlier than everyone else. You can also coordinate with the concierge team, and your Harr travel advisor is happy to do that to make sure that when you get here on board, you get exactly what you want and when you want it. Now, as we head further forward, we're going to get to the Atrium. Now I just wanted to point out behind me, this is where you have the glass elevator bank. In fact, you can see one going up right now. And there's also a walkway on either side so that you can get all the way through. Now, as we head further on, you're going to see the atrium really opens up. Now, I'm going to take you down to the bottom there in just a minute, but from here you can get a glimpse of the new large LED screen. And then this really is a retail area. So on both sides, you're going to find a ton of duty-free options. So you've got watches, jewelries, perfumes, clothing items, of course, handbags from all of your favorite designers. And they have some pretty high-end options here as well. One of the reasons people do shop while they're on a cruise is they want to take advantage of all of those duty-free options. In fact, in a lot of cases, like tobacco and alcohol as well, the duty can make up a very large part of the price, so you can really get a good value. Now on the far side of the atrium, we're going to find Magnum's champagne and wine bar. In fact, we have Alina just behind us tickling the ivories. You're going to have a pianist in here, sometimes they'll have a band, and this kind of fills out and spills over into the atrium as well, so you have that beautiful music. This is a brand new venue here on board, and in the name, it's the Champagne and Wine Bar. They have an incredibly large selection for you to choose from. And of course, with Norwegian being known for their inclusive beverage package, there's a lot to choose from. And of course, your Harr travel advisor can explain the differences because you may want to consider upgrading as well. Now, as I step up here, you'll see more of that beautiful decor, very ultra modern. You're going to see that you have seating areas on the far side there, some bench style seating and booth style. And then over here, you're going to have more tables for 2 and 4. They can also move this away and have a little bit of a dance floor. But right here at the middle is the bar. Of course, the bartenders are some of the best in the business. They're going to be able to explain all the differences, make recommendations for you, keep those drinks flowing, and have you smiling throughout the evening. So now we're at the bottom level of the atrium. It's one of those parts of the ship where you feel absolutely a huge amount of space. Now down here, it is a bit of a social space. Tucked in the corner, you're going to find the Atrium Cafe, part of their partnership with Starbucks. You have all your favorite Starbucks drinks there. And then right here in the middle, you have more of a lounge space. Now, a brand new feature on this ship is the massive wall of LED screens. So this entire wall is a giant screen here. They're going to use it for interactive games. You actually have a stage set up here. Sometimes they'll do live music in here. It's different trivias and also the game shows. But what I feel in this space is it's so similar to what they have on their brand new ships. Once again, that's a big concept with this renovation, is bringing the modern, brand new Norwegian right here on board. Now, you've got the coffee shop on one side. Directly across, you're going to find the Cruise Next desk. This is where you can buy discounted deposits, where they're going to basically double up your deposit so you can have a higher credit. Now, I always recommend that our guests purchase that while they're here on board. You don't have to think about your next cruise that you want to book. You just purchase the certificates. Let us know as soon as you get back, and we can take care of all the details from there, and you can take advantage of those onboard booking promotions. Just next to it is the Shore Excursions desk. So of course you're going to want to pre-book your shore excursions. That way you can get exactly what you want, but they can help you change it on board. They can answer all the questions. They can also go through the logistics with you as well. They're experts. They've been on most of the excursions that they're going to offer, so you can utilize and tap into their knowledge base. Now right here in the middle is the guest services desk. They're going to handle just about everything to do with money here on board. On one side, you've got onboard credits, so if you want to have questions about utilizing any onboard credits, things along those lines. And then the other side, you're going to find restaurant reservations. Now, a big part of freestyle dining is having those specialty restaurants, so they're here to help you make those reservations. Right in the middle, you're going to find guest services. If you have any questions about your room, your online account, they can take care of that for you. Now, on the far side, you're going to find the Connect at Sea, which is the internet desk. So they're going to be able to help you answering questions about getting online. There's also a few computers here if you can utilize that as an internet cafe. But right here you can stop by, talk to the internet manager. They always have their schedule to let you know when they're available to help you get connected while you're here on board. Now as we continue to head forward, you're going to find the art gallery. Now they have a partnership with Park West. It's something that you'll find on a lot of cruise ships. And something that I like about that is, one, you could just walk through and enjoy the art. They have some beautiful pieces. I see some Peter Max over there, some Godard, Kincaid, all of your all-time favorites. But in addition to that, you can go to the art auctions and learn about the art. They're incredibly knowledgeable about these options. And we do have a lot of guests that will come home and feel that it's a great value to purchase here on board. Now this continues all the way along, and then right around the corner, there's actually a second art gallery as well. Right here in the middle, you're going to find the photo gallery. So this is where you can purchase any of those photos that you've taken throughout the cruise. Of course, they're going to take photos getting on and off throughout your cruise experience if you'd like. It's totally optional. One of the nice features now, it's completely digital. It's tied to your card. So you'll just tap your card here and it's going to pull up all the photos that you've taken. You can purchase one, you can purchase them all, or you can just check them out. In addition, there's quite a bit of retail up here. So you have camera related retail where you can get binoculars. Maybe you need batteries for the camera, an SD card because you've taken so many incredible pictures. They have all of that for you duty free in addition to some GoPros and actual camera options. Now I wanted to point out there's another retail shop here. It's Tide's Boutique. This is where you're going to find a lot of different clothing options, maybe some local souvenirs as well. Now just through on the far side, you're actually going to find the photo studio. What's great about that is if you want to take those Christmas card photos, you want to commemorate your time here on board, you can set up a time with the photographers and you can head on into the studio and you can create those perfect memories that will last a lifetime. Once again, it's great when you're on a cruise, maybe you want to get dressed up, whatever it is that you're looking to do, they can take photos around the ship for you or right here in the studio. Now, all the way forward on deck 7, you're going to find the Social Comedy Club and Nightclub, and it is another beautiful space here on board. This is a brand new reimagined space, and what you can see is the beautiful decor looks very much in line with the Norwegian Bliss and the Encore and all of their brand new ships. So you can see here you've got lounge style seating, you've got a little screen over there with the fireplace going, you've got tables for 2 and 4, and then of course you've got the full bar setup on this side. So you can sit at the bar or you can sit at any of these high top tables. Now it's a perfect place to go in the evening if you want to listen to some music, sit and relax. But one of the signatures of Norwegian Cruise Line, something that I really appreciate, is their comedy clubs. So in here you're going to find the beautiful space, but more than that, it's a place where you can go and be entertained. Now you've got the stage up front so they can utilize it for other things during the day as well. But what this really is the comedy club. So you've got bench style seatings wrapped all the way around the sides. You're going to have tables for 2 here right in the middle. And then you also have it set up kind of in a stadium style seating here with the chairs looking directly at the stage. Now, if you want to sit back, relax, laugh your socks off, you're sure to enjoy your time here at the Social Comedy Club. So once again, this entire space opens up. It's a nightclub some days. It does the comedy club as well. But it's one of those great adult spaces where you can really enjoy your cruise. Now, as we start to head aft on the ship, you're going to find the casino. Now, once again, a really large space for a ship of this size. Tucked in the corner, you're going to have the high roller room. So if you want to gamble with higher stakes, you absolutely can here on board. And you can see it's a really nice large space. It's a double-sized deck, which is really nice because it opens up and there is a ton of volume. Now, you're going to have all of your favorite games from craps, blackjack, 3-card poker. Over here, of course, you have the roulette tables. And as we continue through, you're going to have some ultimate Texas Hold'em. Now, there are quite a few different options for the tables. And then in addition to that, wrapped all the way around the sides, you're also going to have the different slot machines, Keno machines, and things along those lines. Now, one thing that I've really appreciated about this is the entire casino down here is smoke-free. That said, up top there's kind of like a little half deck. You can see it behind the glass up above. You're also going to have a smoking area for the casino as well. One of the great things about being on vacation is having what you want and how you want it. So if you want smoke-free, you can go down here. And if you want to have a cigarette, you can head on up to the smoking room. Now, a space that I absolutely love on all the Norwegian ships that have it is the local. This is a 24-hour restaurant. So you can have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's all plated and it is a complimentary feature. Whether you want to get up in the morning and have some French toast and eggs, maybe late at night, 1 or 2 in the morning, you want those wings that they're absolutely famous for, the local is the perfect spot for that. Now, at its heart is a pub. So you can see you've got the full bar set up here. You've got all the hard alcohols. They've got a large collection of wine as well. And then you also have several beers on tap. Now, we're here in Seattle getting ready to head up to Alaska. I love that they even have some special local beers as well. Now, on the far side here, you're going to find all the high top pub style seating. So you've got tables for 2, tables for 4, and over here you have tables for 6 as well. Now you can sit at the bar and order drinks and food. But as we head further into the space, you can see a bit more of that absolutely beautiful decor. All of this space was reimagined during the renovation, and this concept of having high quality, made to order food 24 hours a day is one of those things that makes Norwegian special, and our guests absolutely love it. Now, tucked around the corner here, you'll see more of restaurant style seating. So you've got booths here for 4. You also have tables for 2, and they can put them together for large groups as well. Once again, anybody on the ship can utilize this space 24 hours a day to have a fantastic meal with your friends and family. Now, Le Bistro is the French specialty restaurant here on board. It's another one of those all-time Norwegian classics. You're gonna find all your favorite classic French dishes here. They also have a partnership with Veuve Clicquot, so you can have a paired meal as well. But with the specialty restaurants, it's really about elevating the entire experience. I've found that Norwegian has fantastic food throughout the ship, but it's great for a special celebration. Maybe you want to get together with friends where you can share this incredible dining experience. So if you love classic French food, maybe a little escargot here or there, and some delicious desserts, you're definitely gonna want to stop by Le Bistro. Just forward of the atrium, you're gonna find Henry's Pub. It's a classic pub style setup. You've got the beautiful bar right here in the middle, some beers on tap, and then they also have some great ciders as well. Now you'll see that you have the booth style seatings on the far side wrapped all the way around, and then right here in the middle you're gonna have some pub style seating and also some high top seating here as well. There's several televisions, so it's that perfect place to watch the game. It's also a great social space. Oftentimes they'll have a musician set up here for you. They'll even do things like karaoke or trivia in here as well. But if you just want a nice drink at the pub with some friends, this is the perfect spot. Now, the most popular specialty restaurant here on board, just like all the Norwegian ships, is Cagney's Steakhouse. It is an unapologetic steakhouse. It is absolutely fantastic. You have every cut of meat that you can imagine. Of course, my all-time favorite is that tomahawk, but if you like a ribeye, New York filet, they've got that for you. Now, you're also gonna have a wide variety of entrees to choose from, as well as appetizers, and of course, the OMG butterscotch cheesecake. In fact, my mouth's watering right now just thinking about it. But what this is it's a specialty restaurant. It's a place to gather with your friends and family. It's a really fantastic and delicious option, but once again, you're gonna wanna pre-book that. Now keep in mind, you can also take advantage of those specialty dining packages. Of course, your Harr Travel advisor can guide you through the process. You may have some included already, or you wanna upgrade so you can take advantage of all these delicious options here on board. Now, the second of the large main dining options that are complimentary is taste. Now, what you're gonna find in here is very similar to what you find in Windows. It's another space here, so there's plenty of options. Now, that freestyle dining that is so important to Norwegian, that they pioneered the concept of, you'll really enjoy here. You can dine when you want, how you want, and with whom you want. Now we're in the very aft of the ship at the Windows restaurant. Now this is the main restaurant here on board. It's open for breakfast and dinner every single day, and it's open for lunch on sea days. This is a complimentary dining venue, and it takes advantage of the whole concept of freestyle cruising. Now Norwegian debuted that concept where essentially you can eat when you want, how you want, and where you want, and now we've seen all the other cruise lines add that to their repertoire as well because it's been so popular. Now, I have to say, I've been cruising with Norwegian for a long time, and over the last 3 or 4 years, they've done an incredible job really upgrading all of their dining options, including the complimentary ones here. Now that Norwegian is part of the same family as Oceania and Regent, we've seen a lot of that spill over where you can get really incredible, high quality, cooked to order food. Now, one of the great things about dining on a cruise ship like this is that you can try new things. In fact, many of my favorite items that I love today, I found the first time on a cruise ship because I maybe wouldn't have ordered them when I was on land, as you're paying a la carte prices. But when you're here on board, you can try new things, open up your mind, your heart, and of course, your soul. You're gonna love the dining experience here. The waiters are top notch. Once again, it's open seating, so you can come when you want and how you want and dig into that delicious food. Now, it's a really large dining room, and it's one of 2 main dining rooms here on board. You'll see behind me, you have seating on either side, so you can have window seating on the side, a ton of seating in the middle. You've got the beautiful chandelier up above, and then as you head further back, it really opens up here. You've got tables for 2, 4, 6, they can put them together for larger parties as well. And then at the very back of the room, you're gonna have these incredible massive windows that give the space its name. So once again, if you want to try delicious food, have a lot of made-to-order options, this is where you're going to want to dine. But keep in mind, you can always dine at the Garden Cafe as well if you want something a little bit more casual. First off, thank you so much for spending your time with us today here on board the beautiful Norwegian Spirit. The top-to-bottom renovation was incredible. In fact, it's the most extensive I've ever seen, and they did an amazing job. Now, in addition to that, we have all the rooms and suites on our channel. Those were all upgraded as well. If you want to check those out, make sure that you head over to the Harr Travel YouTube channel. Now, when you're ready to book your next room or suite with Norwegian, Oceania, or Regent, make sure you reach out to Harr Travel or do it right on hartravel.com. You can take advantage of our interactive deck plans to pick the perfect room or suite for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way.